Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's webinar, Scale with Certification, How to Grow Your Training Business Through the AI CERTs Authorized Training Partner Program. We are thrilled to have all of you with us today. This session is hosted by AI CERTs, the global leader in certification standards for artificial intelligence, blockchain, and emerging technologies. At AI CERTs, our mission is to build the infrastructure for a future ready certification ecosystem, one that is globally aligned, industry relevant, and accessible to learners and organizations worldwide. Before we get started, I would just like you all to know today's session is being recorded and all the participants will be receiving their participation certificate and the recording of this session shortly after the event. In case you have any questions at any point, please feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll address as many as possible. Getting started, we have two incredible speakers joining us today, both of whom play an integral role in shaping the global certification and training strategy at AI CERTs. First, we have Mr. Chintan Dave, General Manager and Certification Director at AI CERTs. Chintan brings over 15 years of cross functional experience spanning blockchain, education, and software systems. He has authored 20 plus technology books, delivered 50 plus workshops, and today he leads execution across product, platform development, partnerships, and go to market initiatives at AI CERTs. He is instrumental in building our certification infrastructure, including platforms like CERTS 365 for blockchain based credentialing and Proctoring 365 to secure assessments, while supporting enterprise academia and government clients. He truly operates at the intersection of technology, education, and scalable systems. Joining him is Mr. Rahul Srivastav, Strategy Director at AI CERTs. Rahul has over 8 years of experience in the edtech industry across strategy, operations, program management, growth, and business development. He has driven several 0 to 1 initiatives combining analytical rigor with a strong growth mindset. Rahul is deeply passionate about creating scalable impact through precision and speed, and he plays a key role in shaping the global ATP and partner ecosystem at AI CERTs. Together, they will walk us through how AI CERTs ATP program can unlock new revenue streams, enhance your credibility, and help you scale your training business in a fast evolving AI driven market. With that, let's dive into today's topic. Chintan and Rahul, over to you.
So thank you so much, Shrishti. I think a very warm welcome to everyone and a very good morning. Thank you so much for joining the session. I'll quickly take you through what exactly is going to be the agenda of the session and what exactly we are going to do for the next 30-40 minutes. We are going to have a lot more interactions in between. We are going to keep it very interactive so that it's not a monologue and we also understand your perspective during the interaction. So today's session is going to be very focused in terms of how your current offerings can be enabled with AI certs and become a more recurring and repeatable business for you in the region that you are operating at right now. Now, we are going to talk about four major things or four major objectives of the session. One is going to be, of course, how the market is looking like right now with respect to APAC and, of course, AI in APAC, right? That is going to be the one of the major objectives. Second is going to be how these certification led programs are different from what the industry already has from years now, and how this can actually blend well with the training, and then of course it can become a repeatable and recurring business for you. And third, we are going to talk about majorly into how we integrate with partners, what are the key plug and play models that we operate at, and on top of that, how it is easier for you to just plug in these models in your current ecosystem, and then of course see the results. So I'll quickly move on to my first slide, where we are going to talk about how the APEC market is looking like right now. Chintan, you would like to take it up?
Thank you, Rahul, and very warm welcome to everybody. And like Rahul has rightly mentioned, APAC is now the fastest expanding AI economy on the planet. That means there is a lot of budgets. You can see on the screen there are 34.4 billion projected reach of the market by 2033. That is a huge number. That means if you go to the market, we have committed organizations for an AI investments. We have bought the tools and the platforms, everybody say. But one of the most important challenge that everybody is facing, even though the market is so huge, is the skill gap. So there is a pool of budget, there is a pool of urgency, but there is a bottleneck in skills. That means the opportunity in the skilling is so huge. Even though the market is open, there are almost no closed looping projects which is helping organization to understand, learn, and adapt an AI. So our goal today would be to show you how you can position yourself not just as a training vendor, but also the strategic solution provider that scales this entire bottleneck. So the market is open. As we can see, the 72% of the enterprise are right now open to talk about what the AI scale gap looks like. So the goal of the today's session, as Rahul has mentioned, is to understand and tap into this open APAC market opportunity. We have it, and we're going to deep dive again into it. Rahul, over to you.
Thank you, Chintan. So I think I'm more interested in talking about specifically APAC since I've been managing APAC for about 18 months now. And what Chintan rightly mentioned is, at the moment, if you see Singapore happens to be one of the highest AI readiness, country across APAC. And of course, if you see absolute growth from absolute growth standpoint, India happens to be the second highest, where we have seen 42% growth year on year, right? So what it means on a very high level, if I want to tell, it means that there is a budget, there is a urgency, and the bottleneck is skill gap. And that's where AI certs pitch in very easily, where we have very contextualized solutions around how do we solve this problem. So I think most likely I will be able to go into the next slide to ask few of you, if you are interested, to write on the chat what real problem is apart from skill gap. If you have anything that you feel as a training provider in the industry for about more than a decade, if you have any concerns and any real problem that you are facing with your customers, feel free to write it on the chat. I will be able to answer that. uh, I'll give another 10 seconds, and then probably I will be able to tell what exactly we have seen over a period of almost 30 years into the industry, what the real problem is. And then probably we'll take you through those real problems. So anyone in the chat, if you want to pop it up, please write it down in the chat. I'll be able to revert. All right. So let's go to what exactly the real problem is. Uh, AI is changing every day. Every day, every month, there are new tools that are coming in. The content gets outdated within 8 to 12 weeks on an average. That is what we have seen over a period of developing these certifications. Trainers, they struggle to keep up with the pace, of course, since there are so many changes. And it's not that the fundamentals for AI remains the same. There are times that fundamentals also keep on changing, not just the tools. And that's one of the reasons we have seen that trainers are not able to keep up with the pace of AI. Third, I think what enterprises want right now is globally recognized and exam backed certification, where they can really objectively define that, if someone has cleared a certification on a high level, that person or that individual has the skill, or at least has an understanding on a very high level of how to utilize AI. And of course, what learner wants in the other end is career impact, right? So these are four important factors that we have seen over a period of almost 27 years that we've developed into the industry, we're delivering and of course creating these courses. So I think it's very imperative and important to understand how AI search is also trying to solve these problems, and what is the kind of mode that AI search has created over a period of time over the industry leaders as well. So I'll quickly go on to my next slide. And I we want to understand from you what is the biggest challenge, right? I mean, Chintan, but you have been into the industry for quite some time. You have been yourself a blockchain architect, right? So I think if you would also have your thoughts onto it, it would be great. And I would expect everyone to write what's your biggest challenge, right? Let's go more contextual. Let's go more deep. If you have any answers, please feel free to write it in the chat.
Thank you so much. And while you're thinking through, looking at the organizations right now, the single obstacles, do you think in the AI skill training is a lack of quality content? Are they like no certified trainers? There is no exam-based credentials. Is this difficult to covering the learning partners? All you seeing all of the above. Now, see, we have taken so many of the sessions, and we have more than 120 plus partners across the globe now whom we are working with. In most of the sessions and the discussions that we go through, the majority of the answers, uh, most of the time, becomes an answer E. That means, which tells us something that there is not a concern related to the content. It's not about the sales problem. It's not about the overall ecosystem. The entire full model is the problem. That means a traditional approach is having the course only model. That means technology is changing so fast. Today, what you're learning in an AI will become an outdated solution tomorrow. And what employers want in an enterprise wide is the credential assessed, or the employers want the proof that learners or the employees know about it. So, learners are outcome driven, is what the biggest model that we are looking at. So, if you see, why we are going to shift this entire discussion now in the certification led model is the key to what this all the problems that we are solving about. And the skill crisis opportunity is tightly back to the why the credentials and the certifications are extremely important now in the age of AI. Rahul, why don't you just glance us through the entire process?
All right. So let's talk about what is your opportunity. Of course, when we talk about the skill crisis, we have also seen that there is an 81% increase in AI job posting. We have seen a large portion of developers, professionals who are currently self-taught in AI. That means semi-skill still exist, but there is no way where there is a structured process of learning in AI itself. Or maybe, when you are into a particular job role, how these job roles can be individually impacted using AI, and the productivity can be achieved. So what I'm trying to address here is that exploding the AI demands right now is an opportunity for us. A huge pool of self taught or semi skilled employees is an opportunity for us. Employer needing validated credentials so that they can actually segregate, because the demand and supply, of course, does not go hand in hand at the moment. If you see the macroeconomic situation in APAC itself, it's not it's not how it was maybe 10 years back. So of course people want to segregate the best out of best talent and then probably take it in the ecosystem, for which AI certifications or certification in itself, which is globally recognized and credential backed, helps organization to really have a structured approach in hiring as well. So that's how, we are trying to contextualize and have an ecosystem in place which will help the training partners, the learners, and of course the enterprises who are going to utilize the talent to come at one place and probably help all the three universe. So I'll just go into the next slide. Why certification led models win? We have seen that certifications, I mean, from a hiring perspective, we have seen that there, if you talk about one of the certification that I want to talk about is Project Management Institute, PMI Institute. There has been 66-70% of their employer priority is to hire people, project management, who have Project Management Institute certifications. So of course, to give some context, there is a higher chance of converting the role if you have certification back, because the history also says that once a person is certified, there is a higher chance the person would be productive at least by 20 to 30%. High individual motivation, of course. When you do something, you achieve something. There is a salary gap that we have seen over a period of time for people who are not skilled versus people who are highly skilled. That gives a lot more motivation to an individual who is trying to probably sustain in the market, survive in the market, and of course do better in the market. And if we expect, if we see the data, it shows that workers expect 54% salary increase for AI certifications. So what I want to tell in a nutshell is that certification is becoming the new currency for employability. So this is what I actually wanted to tell each and everyone who's attending the session, be it an individual, be it a training partner, or be it someone who has been into training for quite some time. So Chintan, over to you for on what are the fully functional programs that we have. How do we solve this problem? You are the certification director, you have developed these program hands on. It would be great to hear it from you himself.
Absolutely. So, creating a certification ecosystem is a millions of dollars of a project, and we have invested so that we want to give a benefit to everyone across the globe through our partnership model. And Rahul has rightly mentioned, we are partners-driven organization. That means we are partner first. Everything that we are trying to do right now is we are making an ecosystem through our partners. But the most important part apart from that is that within next day, let's say next 30 days, you want to launch this entire ecosystem program, how you can do it. So launch a fully structured AI certification program with an end-to-end syllabus, a content hands-on lab with an examination scoring, digital credentials, with an instructor materials, with the credential assets. How you could do that, that entire part is extremely important. So think about what it will it mean to you to have a entire speed up program up and running in 30 days. So that's what we are going to help you understand and analyze that why these assets are so ready to go. And Rahul is going to walk you through. Rahul, over to you.
Thank you, Chintan. So I just wanted to tell you what AI Certs is today, what do we do, why we do what we do today, so that everyone is able to understand the nuances of how we have built these certifications. First thing first, I want to talk about role-based industry-aligned certifications. We are not a certification body, or our content is not very generic in nature. The moat is that we have about 50 plus role-based certification, which is completely aligned to your job role. If you are into HR, you are into finance, you are into cyber security. So we have broadly divided our certifications into technical versus non-technical. So when I talk about non-technical, mostly into sales, marketing, how an HR professional can actually get an understanding on how a person can utilize AI to a fullest of its capabilities, and then probably increase their productivity, in the organization. Then, of course, as I initially also mentioned, that we have tried incorporating an ecosystem around AI so that it is completely backed for learners, for partners, and for, of course, the enterprises. So when we talk about this, we have different platforms supporting this. One of the platforms is, of course, learning management system, where we have entire content centralized, the assessments are centralized, and we have tracking centralized through our LMS itself for the learner. For the partners, we have a partner portal, we have a trainer portal dedicatedly to have a very deep dive understanding on what is happening in their region, who is performing better, how many enrollments have been done on a weekly, monthly basis. So there would be a complete tracking and reporting, which is completely on a dedicated portal. Then, of course, the best part is, as we mentioned, that people trainers are not able to keep up with the pace of AI. Content gets outdated. That's where we have a huge content team, where we have been into the process of upgrading our content every 3 months. That's where we do not want a person to learn something that has been created 3 years back, or 2 years back, or 1 year back. So we keep on upgrading our content and updating it on the LMS every 3 months. Now, when we talk about corporate ready outcomes, it's more about, these are plug and play models where corporates has already accepted what we are doing today, how we are doing today. We have our partners who have probably trained almost 35 to 40 in our first year of operations. We have trained more than 35 to 40 Fortune 500 companies employees in terms of how they can increase their productivity and how you can utilize AI to the full extent. Then we talk about the brand credibility, positioning, and instructor guides, right? So we have instructor, specifically instructor led cheat sheets, instructor led content that instructor can have. For an example, if you are into Spain, you are into Singapore, you are into Malaysia, and if you're trying to take AI legal, let's say I'm just trying to give an example of AI legal. If you try to take AI legal works differently in every different countries. So we have plug and play models where we country specific models that can go into, and it can become more contextual for an end user and for the trainer as well. So this is how we are trying to create a complete ecosystem where a learner can learn from role based certification in a centralized learning management system. For trainers, we have a training management system which we call it as partner trainer portal, and then for partners we have a partner portal. So let me just get back to on the second slide, slide after this, so that it helps understand how we are trying to help our partners. So I'll quickly give a glance on what is the revenue and growth opportunity, what is the kind of support that you can expect from us, and of course how this is going to be a competitive edge in terms of what you are currently offering versus how, if you have your bread and butter, how you can put a layer of cheese and then probably make better use of it. So on a very high level, if I want to tell you revenue and growth, we have plug and play models where you do not have to reinvent the wheel by reinventing the content. Our product team and our customer success team closely work with your team to probably make your product ready for the market, including your current offerings. It's not that we would expect you to just go out and probably deliver our offerings. How your offerings can be currently merged, there is going to be a certain customization which will also make your offerings a completely exclusive offering in that particular region. We have fastest time to revenue category, starting within 30 days. What I mean by that is we have 30 days of onboarding process where we train your marketing team, your sales team, your instructors. Everything is done within 30 days with a dedicated team of customer success manager and partner marketing managers. So when we talk about, of course, when we talk about revenue, we have to talk about the demand generation, which is marketing and support. We do a lot of co-branded marketing kits. We provide landing pages, we provide email templates, creatives, and social post, a social kit to you, so that it is ready for you and you don't have to invest a lot of time in probably reinventing the same wheel again and again. Right, we do a lot of joint webinars where we support you with a lot of speakers from our end, and then you will bring the audience from your end so that you get the right understanding of what we do today and how we deliver it, right? So as I mentioned earlier as well, there is a dedicated partner success manager from day one who's going to be with you to enable you from onboarding journey to your enablement. It takes about 45 days, and then we expect most of our partners start doing their businesses within 45 days of enrollment. So on a very high level, if I want to tell you competitive edge, of course, first mover advantage would be a competitive edge. You get the QR verifiable certificates, which is an in-house ecosystem that we have created for issuing the certification. We don't outsource anything outside of our ecosystem. We have certs 365 as one of the platform where it is based on blockchain technology, where we issue the certification on that platform itself, right? And of course you get access to all our early programs. Since we keep on launching our new products every 3 months, every quarter, you get access to the beta versions of it, the alpha versions of it, so that you yourself can introduce these things on a very high level to your customers. So on a high level, this is how the overall program looks like. If I talk about end-to-end support for scalable growth, this is how in a nutshell it would look like, right? We do marketing enablement, we do sales enablement, we support you completely from the operational standpoint, from having SSO in place, from having a LMS to LMS integrations in place, from supporting you from a very personalized growth strategy. All of these would be a part of what we do today. So these are the kind of tools, technologies, strategies in place that we have been working out, and it has worked out well for us and for our partners. That's where we are now scaling it up in APAC region. Now, over to you, Chintan. If you could take us through, the products that you have built over the period of so many years, it would be helpful in terms of categorizing what kind of products that we offer for every market.
Thank you so much, Rahul. And this is one of the most important part of what is going to help you, along with what Rahul has already guided you guys, that we have more than 55 plus role-based AI and blockchain certifications. That being said, there is an opportunity for every single role that you can think of. So yesterday only we have launched one of the beta version for one of the certification called AI plus Pharma. So we have a certification starting from industries to every single role that you can tap in. The goal is that you can understand this product and aligning to your audiences based on the category you want to pitch in with them. That means these role-based certifications are aligned to their real job roles. So it's not only about what the tools they will do, it's also about what the frameworks they will learn. It's a framework based certification. That means if you are a Microsoft partner, Cisco partner, Google partner, or you're a vendor neutral, the entire ecosystem that we have built complements to what you're already doing right now. That means we do not compete with any of your current offerings. We technically complement your current offerings. That means the products are fully aligning to the learning pathways that you want to build with your current product plan that you have it. And it starts from the foundation to a practitioner to a specialist role as well. And then during this entire process, we have make sure that we have built this product with the highest standard, which is globally aligned, which is ISO 170242012, and we are fully complying to each and every clauses that we have it. That means we are following checklist of 197 QA processes while we are building this product at the scale as well. And then this entire process starts with building the blueprint, having a question bank, doing the job task analysis, and then we make sure that the roles and the tools and the frameworks are fully aligned. The community of these entire trainers, which Rahul has already mentioned, we call it AI CERT certified trainers, are going to get equipped with these entire toolings that we have it. The advantage is it's not only about the trainer based product. These all the products are available on the self-paced e-learning modality as well. That means we already have learners going through the content through the self-paced as well as the VILD. Both the options you can literally have, and you can have it the blend of both as well. And then we have more than 500,000 plus learners already downloaded the app. They are going through the learner and they are taking the examination, which is a proctored examination. That means the examinations that they are taking are fully aligned to the standard. It is being moderated, it is being fully evaluated, and in the base case examination scenario, they only get certified when they pass it with the 100% authenticity. One of the most important point I would like to add you is that everybody is talking about the ethical consideration of an AI. We are making sure these products are fully aligned with an ethics standards across the global ecosystem. That means we have an ethics module in every pathway that we have built. So every certification will have an ethics module built in within. So when you are actually going through the entire learning process, they will also learn how they can use an ethical AI. If you see the span of offering, we are from starting from essentials to a technology to a cloud to a professional certifications. You name the role that you are thinking through, we have the certification for it. And there are a lot of large scale offering, which is government backed programs, which many of our partners are going through. and we have really good response from the governments across the globe as well. You can literally blend in these certification to make an entire customized learning pathway for the pitch that you are having. So in your region, if you're thinking through that, there is a government opportunity which is there right now. But if let's say if you talk about the example in India, there is an India Skill AI program. There is a 10,000 plus CR INR worth and investment which government is doing. So does UAE. So does every region in APAC. These role-based certifications simply tying back to the clear learning pathways that we want to make an entire process a structured AI career program and an ecosystem. So we just want to make sure that you hold the keys to the pathways that locally works for you. That's what our goal would be. Yep, Rahul. Over to you.
All right. So now, thank you so much, Chintan. I think when you sound like a builder, and you are a builder, of course. When we talk about platform products, there's no one who's being able to match the pace of execution that you have done it. So thank you so much for giving us a brief on that. Let me quickly take everyone through what are the kind of partnerships that we offer at the moment, and who it is for, right? So one of the partnerships that we majorly do in APAC is authorized training partnerships, where the training institutes, be it professional training institute, technical training institute, edtech platforms, we will be able to do an authorized training partnership with them. Become a go-to AI provider in your region. This is how we do it. We deliver certification aligned training with full instructor kits, as Chintan rightly mentioned. We have assessments. We have all the important infrastructure for a learner, for a partner, and for the enterprise to have that complete support in place. So as initially also mentioned, that authorized training partners are equipped with the infrastructure, with the support from operations, with partner marketing and partner success managers or customer success managers who are dedicatedly operating for them to ensure that the success comes to them within 45 days. Now, if I talk about academic alliance partner, of course, we have something called AAP, wherein all the academic institutions who are for planning to integrate our courses within their current curriculum, from a self-paced perspective, we have those that kind of partnership available. We are partnered with almost 20 plus academic partners across US and India as well. If we talk about association partners, it is more towards professional associations, chambers, federations, mostly towards the governing bodies. And then if I talk about the affiliate partners, if you are an individual who do not have trainers in house and you want to start your own business, you can just become an affiliate partner with us, and you can enjoy the benefits of affiliate partnership. Instead of spending completely into the complete things, you can just bring in the learners, take some amount from what you have already brought in, and then you can enjoy the benefits of affiliate partnerships. So majorly these are the key four types of partnerships. Of course, we will have a one-on-one sessions. Our AI source team would get back to you in terms of understanding the nuances of how these partnership works. But if you have any questions, put it on the chat. We would be able to answer it right away. Now let me go back to how the monetization or how the business model works for us, right? Of course, it's a high margin program resale. One of the reasons why I was always emphasizing on is that we have everything created for all the three ecosystem that we talked about, or the three universe that we talked about. We have for employers, we have for learners, and we have for training companies. Everything is made in house, and that's one of the reasons our pricing strategy is very different in comparison to competitors, right? And APAC being one of the price sensitive markets for us, we understand the nuances behind it, and that's one of the reasons it becomes high margin program sell. And I think the penetration would be much easier from a pricing standpoint. If we talk about direct delivery revenue, you have the complete authority to set the pricing in your region. You can keep the full delivery margin. For an example, if you take up some course at X from us, and then probably you add your training into that X plus Y can be decided by you. You are the uh, sole owner to have that ownership to make it uh, make it user friendly, make it pocket friendly, make it market friendly for your current markets. You can run blended programs, you can run only instructor led programs, you can learn only based programs, depending upon what kind of what kind of supply do you have it, what kind of support do you have it from your internal instructors as well. And of course, we have discounted exam fees when you purchase something at a discount at a volume level. You get bulk discounts where you get more stronger profit margins. And additionally, when we talk about corporate upskilling program and talent transformation projects, we do have specific certifications for that, and these can become actually an additional revenue streams for you when you are actually trying to empanel these offerings, the current offerings, which are not directly having any synergy with your current offerings as well. So this is a single partnership, where it unlocks new revenue streams for you without having the need of developing any additional content or reinventing the wheel from an additional content perspective. This is already plug and play model for you. So I think now, Chintan, I would again go back to a use case that we developed for ourselves, a partner portal. You're the sole owner for this. I would expect the audience to ask questions on this. This is how the partner portal looks like. Chintan, if you can take us through on how these things works when someone enrolls, and how the user journey would look like.
Absolutely. So this is one of the most important tool for the partners, and we're just giving you a glance through it. So imagine we have more than 6,000 plus different artifacts. I'm repeating again. We have more than 6,000 plus learning artifacts. Now, when you train the companies for this learn more than 6,000 learning artifacts that you have it, we are actually an AI ecosystem. How partners are going to use those learning artifacts, we have condensed this entire material into a partner portal so that the learning content that we have it, which is a thousands of learning content structured way, how easily you can market. The entire process has the uh, blueprints, detailed curriculum, battle cards, strategies, social templates, infographics, the publications, the podcast. Everything is partner portal managed in the partner portal. That where you will be able to actually manage your entire learning journey and your learner statistics as well through the partner portal itself. That means you're actually getting all the templatized ecosystem set up for you from the day zero. So as Rahul has mentioned, we make you up and running in 45 days max. This would be part of the ecosystem onboarding process where we will onboard you in the partner portal. You have all the assets that you would require to do the marketing, to do the analysis, even the SEO keywords, even the organic part, even the topics of the webinar, decks of the webinar, previous sessions that we did. So you are technically getting everything set up and running through the partner portal itself. And then it's so intuitive and made it simple. You can see there is a small chat button on the right as well. You can literally talk through the artifacts that we have it as well. So the partner portal is fully AI enabled. You can get all the information for making your entire business strategies up and running in like few days. And we actually do the co-branding help as well. So there are a lot of templatized content. You can literally pull those on your website. You can pull those on your social channels. You can pull those on your different campaigns that you do, which is actually a partner driven marketized plan. And then this partner portal also becomes your revenue storefront. That means you will get to know how the learners are going through the content, how much they have done through your entire enrollment process. We have a 24 cross 7 365 operation, so you can literally upload an enrollment. The team is going to assist you get your contents for the learners up and running within next 3 hours or so max. So this partner portal becomes your storefront and the communication channels for you. So this entire process we have built in while you are actually not only learning about the product but also about how you can seamlessly communicate with us. And we have hundreds and hundreds of partners going through this partner portal on a daily basis. The goal is to enhance it for the partner so that they can have a single source of channel. And then you can literally, like I mentioned, you can suggest if you are looking for something which is a customized a request in your specific region for a kind of a artifacts that you want to roll out, the campaign that you want to roll out, like Rahul has mentioned, our dedicated partner success manager